Hey guys, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I am the INSANEBRIT, and this is this week's News Friday, where I talk about all week's gaming news, gaming topics, etc, or what might be going on in the anime world. I have a couple of stories. I don't think this video is going to be particularly long, but at the same time there is some certain stories going on, so it's like 3 or 4 or 5 stories maybe, I don't know, depending. Also, I think I'm going to do an update video as well, and in that update video I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Patreon, whether I'm going to choose to continue with it or not, or whatever. I'm going to give variables of that and what's going on with that. There is a food review this week. I'm also going to be addressing the transfer situation of a transfer window that's closed today in England but still open on Friday. As of in Spanish, so Spain can still sign Coutinho or Sanchez or whoever they want, they can sign essentially. So I'll be addressing those along with whatever else I want to talk about specifically, some gaming related, but a lot of it not, and give you my full opinions on the Netflix series of Death Note or the film of Death Note, whether it's worth checking out, on my opinions on that. So I will release that update video whenever, maybe a Sunday. I'm unsure about probably a Sunday or something like that. Yeah, I think I'll probably do it then. Depends on how I feel about it. Anyway, on with this week's News Friday. Just to give you a heads up, the Tokyo Game Show for the Tokyo Game Show is coming up in a few weeks, and Sony have a press conference. Don't know what that's going to entail. They did tweet out the other day it's something under a cover on Twitter. And everyone's like, oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? New hardware, new this, new that. And thank God, a few days later, it just turned out to be a silver version Gran Turismo PS4. Meh. You know, I don't care. I just bought a PS4 Pro. I don't want to come out with a PS5 right now. So I'm very happy about that. So whatever they have there, they will have there. But I will keep an eye on that when Tokyo Game Show shows up. I'm sorry, not PS. The Division is getting a big free content update this fall, and they found out that Ubisoft has revealed what's going to be in the 1.8 update will include 2 new modes along a new area and social space. The update features a new cooperative mode as well as a competitive game type. The co-op mode, called Resistance, is a horde-like mode in which 4 players team up against increasingly difficult enemies. According to Ubisoft, Resistance is unique in that the enemy factions will, for the first time in the game, team up to try and defeat you. So that's an interesting concept. I like that, making it tougher, different type of gameplay. You know, making it well, you know what I mean, like teaming up. It's pretty. I like the idea of that. Enemy forces combining to take you on, making it that kind of tougher. That's an interesting spin on it. In the PvP, or if you don't know what that means, player versus player mode, skirmish, 2 teams of 4 will face off against each other, essentially in a deathmatch. You compete for the greatest number of kills before time expires, and points are granted when players are fully eliminated. Players can also check out the West Side Pier, a new area that expands on the existing map. The Division must investigate the area to confirm the factions are indeed forging an alliance to determine the reason of their sudden interest in this location. Very unusual. And also, there will be the new social space. It's called Camp Clinton, which kind of makes me laugh. So, I don't know. I feel like making a political joke here. Make sure you delete your emails and watch out for the old guy. He might try and molest you. I don't know. Anyway, so this new social space, you'll be able to team up with other players, and you'll be able to change gear without the risk of encountering enemies. And that's pretty good. I think that should already have been in there, essentially, shouldn't it? I mean, maybe that's just me. The update also features some significant tweaks. Overhauls and balances changes, rogue mechanics are being revamped, and the underground DLC is getting some changes, and the gear system will be optimized. Ubisoft will talk more about the changes in the upcoming weeks, apparently. So if it's a free update, so that's pretty cool. If you're still playing The Division, a lot of people are. I personally haven't really touched it since the beta. Not that it was bad, I just weren't into it that much, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Also, before I get on to one of the last stories actually, that I want to talk about, PlayStation have introduced the Crystal DualShock 4 wireless controller range. Oh my fucking god. So, some kind of gimmicky thing for joypads. I mean, we've seen them on Xbox and everything. They cost 50 quid. As far as I am concerned, looking at these fucking pads, they better be 10 quid. They look cheap as fuck. We are pleased to confirm the new Special Edition controllers will be joining rapidly expanding DualShock 4 range on the 17th of October. Some of you may remember the popular Crystal DualShock 4 controller from last year. Today we're happy to showcase its return to an upgraded form, offering both direct USB and wireless control options, as well as a redesigned touchpad, which essentially is already on the PS4 Pro, with the light bar moved to the center, whatever. It's whack. I don't like it one way or the other. They do have them in white, plastic, and blue plastic, and red apparently. I want to have it in a range of colours. My bad. So they got blue. No, hold on. No, it's just, okay. Now they've got 3 colours: red, blue, and the white one. Cheap. They look fucking cheap. They look like I could drop it and it would just smash to bits. I'm not going to be buying into that bullshit. They'll probably try and charge you 50 quid for them anyway. So, nah, not for me. I might leave that in the link in the description below if you want to check that out. I don't know. And one of the final stories that I want to talk about specifically is Until Dawn. I've got a playthrough of Until Dawn. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It has a prequel called The Impatient on the PS4. Well, it got a release date. Now, from what I understand, now let's go through some details here. Until Dawn proved to be a popular launch in PS4 2015, and now we know the fans can play The Impatient in the new trailer. Publisher Sony has announced The Impatient's release date will be November 21st. It was first announced at E3 in 2017. The Impatient actually is set 60 years. Wow, 60 years before Until Dawn. However, developer Supermassive, I can't stand that name, it's so fucking stupid, has stated that you won't need to have completed Until Dawn to enjoy the prequel. It's an entirely different standalone title with a brand new story and a cast of characters to meet the company. The company said in June. Well, of course there'd be fucking different characters. I mean, if my character in Until Dawn was 21, how the fuck are they going to be alive 60 years before that? It doesn't make fucking sense. But anyway, you play as a patient with amnesia and being questioned by a mysterious man named Jefferson Bragg. Over the course of the game, you'll meet a variety of interesting patients and staff, each to their own motivations and agendas. Reads a line from the game's description. How you react to these characters and choices you make, another choice-based game of course, you will be profound and dramatic consequences to how the story unfolds. Very interesting. Interestingly enough, NPCs will react if you speak out loud or make noises while playing the game, and you can see your character's entire body if you look down. Supermassive says it helps create a more immersive experience. Okay. Now, of course, you remember the other part of it, or DLC, or whatever, or the other game, Until Dawn Rush of Blood, which was in VR, I believe. The problem with this, for me, with what they're saying and all the rest of it, with this particular game, my problem is like Rush of Blood. It's in VR only. If you want to play what I just said to you right there and then, right just now, you have to have a VR headset. Yeah, sure, I'm going to go out and fucking spend 350 quid to play Until Dawn in VR. I don't give a flying fuck. If you're a horror fan, it's going to be worth it because you can buy Rush of Blood, you can buy the one that I just said just then, and you can buy Resident Evil, I think that's in VR as well, along with a few other games. But essentially, it feels pointless to me because I ain't going to buy a headset. I am not going to buy, after buying a PS4 Pro or whatever, spend another 300 something to play a game, which is ridiculous. They should have had a standard edition and then a VR edition. Of course, cost would have probably been double or whatever, but you would have had people like me buying it maybe and what have you, and fans of the series going to buy it. I would have bought Rush of Blood. I would have went out, but I'm not paying 350 for a VR headset, and you know, fuck that. If I feel like it's a bit of a rip off to fans, but it is what it is. Essentially, you know, well, again, it's just going to be one more game I don't really play. Well, guys, that's about it for the actual stories. I will say, you know, there's a rush of games coming out in the next few weeks. I'll be playing a certain game. I was thinking about playing GTA 5, the story anyway, and maybe doing some online. That is going to take a while to complete. It's going to be about 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know if you guys be interested in that or watching it or be sticking along with it for a while. You know, I know you guys get bored and go off and do your own thing, blah, blah, blah. I get that. I'll be talking about more of that in the updated video. But I wanted something to play over the next 20 days or so. Until FIFA 18 comes out, which I want to have and pre-order and all that stuff. So, and then I want to jump from GTA straight onto FIFA. I haven't even played online in Call of Duty yet. I haven't got PlayStation Plus. You know, I just haven't. And I need like a 3-month subscription. I was hoping to get a yearly one and just fucking have it done and dusted. And then that would be the end of it. I'll talk about more about that stuff in the upcoming update video, I think. As for food reviews, I've been meaning to get to your food reviews as well. There is one out tomorrow. I'll be updating you on Instagram or whatever. Links are in the description below if you want to help me out. But yeah, guys, that is about it. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is a quite interesting story that's going on. Xbox or PS4, it doesn't really matter. Well, the Xbox, this is Xbox story. Xbox One, sorry, has got the update. We got an update, it gave us loads of stuff. I personally didn't like it. I thought, well, I didn't really get anything out of it. What the fuck is this? It's quite shit. I just thought, well, that was a waste of time. That's to me anyway. Apparently a lot of people have been complaining that Xbox Ones have been turning off. Now I find it ironic that out of nowhere, I mean, this isn't 1 or 2 people complaining. I'm talking 20 people. I swear to God. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating. About 10, 15 people have been saying my Xbox is turned off for no reason. I'm playing it and it's turned off. Why is it turned off? I have to ask a question here about Xbox, or any company in particular, but Xbox specifically for now. Why is it that you discontinue the original Xbox One? That's fine, because, you know, the Xbox One S is out now. You don't need that one. Why would people down the hardware? So people are going to have to spend more money to buy the Xbox One S anyway. Okay, that's fine. But why is it after one of your shitty updates that all of a sudden, mysteriously, loads of people with Xboxes are dying off? It has been 3 or 4 years. I get that much. I know people have updated, or to the S, or went to. Now this Xbox One X is coming out. I find it ironic that Xbox One ones are dying, and now, after your shitty update, and now all of a sudden, people will probably instinctively, if you're an Xbox fan, go, well, I'm buying a new Xbox, I have to buy the Xbox One X. Isn't that a little bit fucking suspicious? And you're talking about a company that denied for years that the red ring of death wasn't on their end, and then fucking 10 years later come out and said, oh, it was on our end, sorry. But you didn't give me back my £200. You didn't give back the fucking millions and millions and millions of pounds that you fucking robbed off people over your bullshit fucking equipment, or whatever it was, you know, the hardware or whatever it was inside the Xbox. So I've got to ask questions there. It kind of infuriates. I mean, look, it's accusing them of a shady practice, but it would kind of make sense, wouldn't it, in some ways? But any company could do this, surely. You know, with a new product out, make the other one obsolete, or make people go out and buy it, and that way they would jump straight ahead back in the race. People would be buying Xboxes again, the newer one, giving them reinvestment of like the console wars all over again, in the span of, well, we don't want one, but we need one because we want to play it or whatever. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm just speculating there. I don't like to accuse people of shady practices, but it just seems a little bit suspicious. And after the past that we've had with Xbox, or I've had with 360, you know, sending it back, giving me it, selling it was on my end, and it fucking weren't. You know, and hundreds of millions of people have been conned out of their money in the past. It just wouldn't surprise me these days. And all the shady shit that they wanted to do in beforehand of like making it download internet only, and you know, only digital games and stuff like that, and all that kind of bullshit. Why they essentially lost the console wars before it even started. I don't know. That's just a theory. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below about any of the stories that you heard today. I have got a Twitter poll going. I don't know if you're a Chelsea fan or not. The Twitter poll essentially is who is Chelsea's best signing this summer in this transfer window. Let me know, or in the comment section, or let me know on the Twitter poll. Take part in that if you want to. I'm trying to do more polls. I couldn't fit every single player in there, unfortunately. It only gives you 4 options, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links will be in the description below. If you want to donate to my channel, you can. It goes on everything, food reviews, games, everything. If you want a specific game you want me to play and you're willing to pay for it, I'll jump on it straight away. I'll buy it via PayPal. You know, just transfer them and you know, I'll do whatever. It is what it is. And I'll be talking about more live streaming and stuff like that in the update video. The update video is going to be really interesting and really important, and a couple of topics that I personally want to talk about, which are non-gaming related, but you know, they'll be more personalised. They won't be you know, robotic, you know, giving out facts and stuff, which is my general opinion. So I think a lot more people enjoy that. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.